Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is the fourth and final part of episode 1 of the Simone Biles documentary on Netflix, so let's get started.
Therapist, I do it more often and every week, and then she started to see the progress and she started to see the improvement.
Oh yeah, I did like that color. Wait, why did he just... Oh, he just tripped.
Yeah.
Here's some butter. Post-Tokyo, Jonathan was just like... I mean, he always has good head on his shoulders, and he's like, you'll get back to where you were, and make sure I was staying on top of my training. He was making sure I was going to my therapy sessions and was trying to do as much as he could without kind of being bossy, but he was really just like a shoulder to lean on because he saw like those dark times after Tokyo.
You can't, so that's what I tell her, like, you grow through what you go through.
See, this just even makes me so more pissed off at the people on Twitter that were so anti-Jonathan when all that podcast stuff came out. You people don't know people. You don't know him. Like, you're assuming the worst of him from a clip or what. Who cares? She loves him, and she's telling you guys to shut up, and you still wouldn't shut up. You obviously don't respect her if you're not going to listen to her.
Put up her little Range Rover. Okay, see you, girl. I got your little Range Rover. Then pull it up on me. And then she just like...
I jumped out the front.
She jumped out and she's like, all the way down here. And I'm like, oh, shit.
He said it scared him. That's how short I was.
Never met someone like that tall. I was like, oh, shit. Kind of small.
Understanding, like, how...
And the girls have to keep reminding me, like, you're fine. That was like, that stuff doesn't happen. So I definitely feel a lot better. The year before the Olympics, they always call Worlds the mini Olympics. And that's basically who you're going to be competing against. So it's kind of good to get out there, do your skills, and kind of see where you land.
The warmest of welcomes to the city of Antwerp hosting the World Championships of Artistic Gymnastics. And it's a great pleasure to have your
When are we going to ever host World Gymnastics Championships?
company. Great pleasure to have her company as well back.
In 2013.
So we know.
Second on the ball to the recent U.S. national
Braces. Oh.
gold medal. This could be a highlight of today's competition right here. The hardest vault in the world, and boy, she does it spectacular.
At that point, I was just trying to go out there and make a name for myself. Talked about
She
how
did just
powerful
that.
this young lady is and where she stands out, where she gets those extra points, and her difficulty are the big elements, especially like this, the dismount. Wow. That was the first and only Worlds that I was an underdog in. Once you win it, it changes all expectations for the rest of your career. It's easy being the underdog.
It feels pretty good, but it hasn't really sunken in yet. I'm just happy. It was a lot
yeah,
of fun
Kyla.
competing out there, and
She's
that's
lit up
what
to Kyla's
says.
shoulders. It's so funny.
Now every time I show up, I'm expected to win.
I love. Can we just like put respect on what she just said? Because I don't think people are grasping what she just said. Every time I show up to Worlds, I'm expected to win. A lot of girls, a lot of gymnasts don't make more than like 2 world teams. They, they're lucky to make 1, but making more than 1, sometimes they'll make 2. But Simone just like unintentionally dropped how badass she is because she's gone to so many world championships and said every time I show up to a world championship, I'm expected to win. So like there are a lot of gymnasts, don't get me wrong, that have gone to more than 1 or even 2 world championships. I say a lot, but like, more than I'm leading on, but it's still a rare thing to make it to Worlds and then to make it on more than 1 world team. But Simone's is incredibly rare because she's made so many world teams and she's come out on top so many times. So she just like unintentionally dropped the GOAT that she is because she's like, every time I go to Worlds, I'm expected to win. Like, can we just talk about that she even made the world team? Because that's like a really hard thing in itself, but like you're expected to even win. So it's funny. Where's the meat where the bee was on the bouquet? That one was funny.
To the media being so into Simone, kind of almost leave her alone, let her do her thing, enjoy the show.
She
Not
said
put too much
back
pressure
off.
on her. It's not needed. Nice job, Simone.
No, one up, no. Do you have it?
I could try. I could give it a try.
Okay.
So with doing that, it would be a braid coming here and a braid coming and meeting there.
Well, you can just do one at the top.
Like one big one here, and then the one in the back.
Yeah.
For me, it's been 4 years since I have actually attended an international competition.
Her sweatshirt
So
is
it's been a
amazing. It's her
while.
Wheaties
Dad coming in?
Yes,
Simone
yes,
Biles
yes,
box thing.
yes, yes. There's a lot of what happened in Tokyo that tends to creep. No, you're going too low.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to do something special. Tokyo was the one time I did not braid Simone's hair. She is an adult. I mean, this girl can braid her hair, but it's not about her braiding her hair. Girl, you look good if I must say so myself. It's that bonding.
Yeah.
It's that not saying much. It's the touch. That's what doing her hair means. I see you tonight.
Oh.
Love to you guys. Okay. Love you all. Love you. Love you.
For the vault finals,
Oh, that blue leotard is
I
gorgeous.
had to land my first vault, which is your Chinko double pike, so that I could get it named after me. Your Chinko double pike.
That's what I don't think a lot of people know about getting a skill named after you is depending on if you want it in the FIG code, you know, there's different stipulations you can do. But when you compete the skill, you have to not just do it, you have to make it. So if you don't make it, somebody could take it, and then, you know, I think they can take it and go get it named after themselves if they make it.
I didn't know if
Which would be
anybody
an
even
ugly
knew
thing
how
to do.
difficult it is.
To view is very, very difficult to rotate. It's just that the mechanics.
I can
you
just
have a
feel
tuck
it.
position.
I can feel the gravity and the G-force on her abs and her stomach trying to pull that double pike out of Yurchenko. Oh, it's
And your body is versus
unhuman.
the pike position when you bring the legs out. Just
Inhuman,
think about how
inhuman,
much
unhuman.
more complex it is to rotate.
It should not be doable by any human is what I'm trying to say.
Dangerous because you
I
can
love
get
those
hurt.
vaults though, the
What
Jansen
does it
vaults.
feel like
They're
to do
bouncy.
that vault?
God, that blue is so pretty. I mean, I love that blue, but like it's not our blue. You know what I'm saying? But I guess they also wear pink. I don't know. I'm not saying like you have to wear your country's colors. To me, it just makes sense. But to me also, I'm like, it's not even our shade of blue. But also we wear pink, so I guess whatever.
One more time.
Ugh. Could never be me. Obviously.
That vault, you know, you have to balance the risk involved versus the payoff. But I think not having the opportunity to even make that decision in Tokyo was part of her unfinished story.
It is challenging to have a new skill named after you. It's challenging in that you have to be the first one to do it and complete it successfully in a Worlds or Olympics. So there aren't that.
Which, to also clarify, you can also get a skill named after you as a club gymnast and as a level 10 or in college. You have to just do it at your national competition, and it'll be named in the code of points, but it won't be in the FIG code of points. I believe that to be correct.
Many.
Simone has already done that 4 times now.
I have 2 on floor. One is the Biles one, which is a double A half out. And then the Biles 2 on floor is a triple double.
Triple twisting double back.
3 times around with a double back flip. Forget just gymnastics.
3 twists with a double back.
In all of
So wild.
impressive to watch than that.
Then the
That is probably one of the most amazing skills that has ever existed in gymnastics.
are half on, double full, forwards off.
Get out of town.
That's difficult too.
And then I have the double double beam dismount.
So that's 4. So she has 5 with the double pike vault. She just needs a skill named after her
Adding another
bars.
twist or another flip. What are you gonna do? It's a new skill. No one else is gonna do it.
The Biles number 1 can be done, but so far that's the only skill that has been done successfully at meets
By another gymnast.
by other people.
And that was that whole controversy. They wanted to devalue the Biles off of being that double-double because they didn't, from what I read and was understanding, was they devalued it. They didn't give it the value she wanted because they didn't want to encourage people to try it in like the name of safety, which to me is, I'm like, the assumption of risk it's there. When you decide to be a gymnast and you go out and try these skills, to me, you already know the risk and you assume the risk. So you've assumed, the injury that could come from that risk. So I don't think it's fair to put it on Simone and to devalue it or not give it the value that it might deserve simply because you don't want to run the risk of people trying it. If people want to try it, that's on them. But she should still be rewarded for having done it successfully. That's my 2 cents, and just at least from what I've read. So I could know more about it if there is more to know about it. So let me know if there's more to know about it. And my opinion could change if more information is given to me. But again, from what I'm seeing and just my assumption is, I don't think they should have not given it a higher value just because they don't want other people to try it. Because I feel like people are going to try it regardless. The value, because I feel like part of them may just want to be able to say that they did it also. Because like he just said, no one's done any of the skills she's ever made up except for the AA half out. So
they get to paint a picture that they're not living, so of course it's going to look glorious. But then on the other side, I'm actually living that picture. I'm the painter.
We need to
That's a
always
good point.
remind ourselves that stuff can happen, and we need to look at.
Well, and I think that's exactly a good point too. Is she's like, I'm the painter, and if you are going to reap and appreciate the painting that Simone has done, you also need to reap, appreciate, and respect if she chooses to change the painting, because at the end of the day, it's her painting.
Try to see certain.
And she's the one doing it, not you.
To prevent it.
Ellia looks so good on her. I just cannot get over it.
100
So pretty.
double pikes, and the first one and then the last one I've done, they all feel the same. Scary. Vault is a physical thing, but it's also a mental thing too. You have to have a lot of strength, power, good air awareness. There's a lot of components. It's that split second on the table if I know it's going to be a good vaulter or not.
Mm-hmm. You can feel
Most
it.
of the time I'm just trying not to die.
And you don't have that long to react yes or no. You have to commit or don't. It's dangerous to bail out middle of it. Ugh. Gymnastics is dangerous and scary. I know what happens, but I'm still so nervous. I got the goosebumps. Oh god, I really have the goosebumps. They turned it off. Okay, you guys, that's it. Last and final part of episode 1. I'll get more parts out for episode 2 the next week. Thank you guys for watching this series with me. We are done with episode 1, and we'll get on to episode 2 next week. Bye!